Stop. Before you waste another dollar on that overpriced Tesla Model Y or BMW X3, you need to hear this. There are 5 Chinese electric SUVs sitting on dealer lots and pre-order lists right now that nobody's buying. And honestly, that's the best news for your wallet. These hidden gems cost thousands less, last just as long, and come loaded with features that'll make your neighbor's Tesla look like a bad decision. I'm talking about vehicles that mechanics and EV experts actually recommend, that fly under the radar while everyone else fights over the same overpriced, hyped options. And here's the kicker. Some of these have been beating Tesla, BMW, and Mercedes in real-world efficiency, range, and tech usability, but nobody talks about them. Stick around because number 3 will genuinely shock you, and your bank account will thank me later. Alright, let's kick this off with a vehicle that's been living in the shadow of its own success story. And honestly, it's criminal how many people walk right past it. 5. BYD Sealion 7. Now, I know what you're thinking. BYD? Isn't that just the company making batteries? Well, buckle up, because BYD isn't just a battery company, it is the battery company, and the Sealion 7 is living proof of why. Let's start with the heart of the vehicle, the Blade battery. This isn't your typical lithium-ion pack. BYD's lithium iron phosphate system prioritizes safety, longevity, and consistent performance. It's designed to withstand extreme conditions, resist thermal runaway, and maintain high capacity over tens of thousands of charging cycles. In simple terms, you don't need to worry about the battery degrading too fast like some other EVs on the market. And the range? This is where it really starts to get impressive. The Sealion 7 offers a real-world range of 520 to 550 kilometers WLTP, and unlike some EVs that overpromise, owners report that it delivers very close to that in daily driving conditions. That means long highway trips, city commutes, and weekend getaways without constantly stressing about finding a charging station. For an EV under this price point, that's borderline miraculous. Performance-wise, BYD didn't hold back either. Dual motor trims push up to 390 horsepower, which means 0 to 100 kilometers in an hour in the mid-4-second range. This is sports car territory for an SUV that still feels approachable for daily driving. And yet, despite this level of performance, the ride is smooth, composed, and surprisingly quiet. The suspension handles bumps, potholes, and uneven surfaces with ease, making every drive comfortable and composed. Charging? It's refreshingly practical. The Sealion 7 supports up to 150 kilowatt DC fast charging, taking you from 30% to 80% in around 30 minutes. That's not just convenient, it's game-changing for real-world usability, especially compared to EVs that claim fast charging but slow down dramatically as the battery fills up. At home, AC charging is straightforward and compatible with standard outlets, which keeps life simple without the need for specialized equipment. Step inside and you're greeted with a cabin that feels far above its price point. Materials are soft to the touch, seats are supportive and comfortable, and the interior layout is intuitive and driver-focused. You won't find cheap plastic corners or flimsy switches. Instead, you get a clean, premium feel that rivals vehicles costing significantly more. The infotainment system is responsive, easy to navigate, and integrates seamlessly with smartphones, while advanced safety systems like lane keeping assist, adaptive cruise control, and automatic emergency braking are either standard or widely available across trims. Mechanics and EV experts are quietly fans of the Sealion 7. Why? Because it's surprisingly easy to maintain. Routine service is straightforward, parts are widely available, and there's little in the way of unnecessary complexity that tends to plague other EVs. Consumer Report-style reliability surveys in China and Europe consistently rank it above average, but despite this, dealerships struggle to market it properly. Most buyers still associate BYD with budget cars from a decade ago, unaware that the company has completely reinvented itself. Here's the thing about the Sealion 7. It isn't flashy, it doesn't scream for attention, and it doesn't rely on a celebrity CEO to create hype. It's built for long-term ownership, which in today's fast-moving EV world is a rare and valuable trait. Every element, from the battery to the suspension, from the interior to the technology, is engineered to last and perform reliably for years, making it an absolute hidden gem. In short, the BYD Sealion 7 isn't just an overlooked EV, it's a serious contender in the electric SUV space, quietly outperforming more hyped options in range, reliability, and ownership satisfaction. For anyone looking for peace of mind, strong performance, and practical luxury without breaking the bank, this SUV deserves a hard look. And that's exactly why it's flying under the radar. 4. XPeng G6. This is where Tesla comparisons start getting uncomfortable. Most people glance at the XPeng G6 and immediately think it's just another Model Y competitor, but let me stop you right there. Not even close. The G6 is quietly redefining what a premium electric SUV can do, and most buyers don't even know it exists. That's exactly what makes it a hidden gem. First, let's talk under the hood. It runs on an 800-volt platform, technology usually reserved for EVs like the Porsche Taycan. Why does this matter? Because it allows ultra-fast charging, minimal heat buildup, and consistent performance even under hard driving conditions. It's not just numbers on a spec sheet. This is engineering that translates directly to reliability and long-term battery health. Peak DC fast charging hits 280 kilowatts, which means you can go from 10% to 80% in under 20 minutes on compatible chargers. That's the kind of convenience that makes cross-country trips feasible without planning your life around charging stops. For an EV under this price point, that's borderline miraculous. Performance-wise, XPeng didn't hold back either. The XPeng G6 is polished, predictable, and surprisingly sporty. The suspension balances comfort and handling in a way that makes daily driving effortless, but still capable when you want a more engaging experience. Steering is precise, the brakes feel solid, and the car responds to throttle inputs smoothly without the jerky sensations some EVs exhibit under rapid acceleration. For an SUV that isn't screaming for attention, it drives with poise and confidence. So why is this SUV overlooked? Simple, it doesn't have a Tesla badge. Brand perception has trapped most buyers into thinking EV innovation is only happening in Palo Alto, but XPeng quietly offers one of the best real-world ownership experiences on the market, from battery reliability to intelligent energy management and even long-term maintenance considerations. Mechanics praise it for simplicity and serviceability compared to other EVs, yet in North America and Europe, most buyers haven't even heard the name. Here's the hidden reality. The XPeng G6 gives you a Model Y level experience, fast, efficient, tech-rich, without the inflated price tag, long waiting lists, or dealer markups. And while Tesla owners chase hype, XPeng owners quietly enjoyed top-tier performance, safety, and comfort, along with the reassurance that their car is built to last. Even visually, the G6 is refined rather than flashy. It doesn't scream for attention with oversized grills or aggressive lighting. Instead, it delivers sleek, understated elegance with attention to ergonomics and usability that make every interaction with the car enjoyable. Cargo space is well thought out, rear legroom is generous, and the interior layout emphasizes real-world functionality, not just showy numbers for spec sheets. So don't be fooled by the lack of hype. The XPeng G6 isn't just overlooked, it's undervalued. It offers premium technology, ultra-fast charging, impressive range, a serene cabin, and a thoughtful driving experience, all packaged in a modern electric SUV that few in Western markets even consider. For anyone looking for reliable, efficient, and tech-forward EV, the G6 is a quiet powerhouse that deserves a hard look.
3. NIO ONVO L90. This is the one that will genuinely shock you. Most SUVs try to impress with horsepower, luxury touches, or tech features, but the NIO ONVO L90 isn't just an EV, it's a whole new ownership philosophy, one that quietly rewrites the rules of what it means to drive electric. If you think you've seen it all, think again. This is the vehicle that makes you question why you ever accepted the traditional limitations of EV ownership. Let's start with the numbers because they speak volumes. The L90 comes with battery options up to 100 kilowatt hours, giving it a real-world range exceeding 600 kilometers CLTC, which means longer trips without the stress of planning every charging stop. And don't underestimate the dual motors pushing 400 plus horsepower. Acceleration is smooth, instant, and surprisingly refined for such a large SUV, making highway merges, overtaking, or spirited driving effortless. But here's where the NIO L90 truly blows conventional EV thinking out of the water: battery swapping. Imagine this: your battery is low, but instead of hunting for a fast charger or waiting 30 to 60 minutes, you drive into a swap station, and in under 5 minutes, you leave with a fully charged battery. No waiting, no anxiety, no need to schedule your life around charging infrastructure. It's the EV equivalent of pulling into a gas station and filling up, except faster, cleaner, and more technologically impressive. For anyone who's felt the stress of long trips or range anxiety, this is a game changer. Step inside and the L90 continues to impress. The interior feels like a luxury SUV, not a typical Chinese EV. Premium materials cover the dashboard and door panels, the seats are designed for long-distance comfort, and the suspension is tuned for real-world roads, balancing smoothness with control. Whether you're driving over pothole-strewn city streets or cruising on the highway, the ride feels plush yet composed, the kind of refinement you usually only find in vehicles costing tens of thousands more. The driver assistance systems are another highlight. NIO has built a software ecosystem that is mature, adaptive, and highly reliable. Features like lane keeping, adaptive cruise control, automated emergency braking, and semi-autonomous driving functions work intuitively, meaning you rarely feel like the car is thinking for you. It just seamlessly assists where it should. Over-the-air updates further enhance the experience, improving efficiency, safety, and functionality over time without ever needing to visit a service center. Mechanics quietly love the L90 because the battery swap model reduces wear and tear on the vehicle. Routine maintenance is straightforward, with fewer stress points compared to traditional EVs that rely solely on charging cycles. The brake systems, suspension components, and drivetrain are engineered to last, and owners report that even after years of use, the vehicle continues to perform consistently and intelligently. This isn't a car that surprises you with expensive, unexpected repairs. It's designed to quietly deliver reliability day in and day out. Now, why is this SUV overlooked in most markets? Because it challenges conventional thinking. Most buyers are conditioned to see a car as something you own in the classic sense. You buy it, you charge it, you maintain it, and eventually you deal with depreciation or obsolescence. The L90 flips that model on its head. You're not just buying a car, you're entering a service-backed ecosystem. The battery swapping network, coupled with smart ownership programs, effectively solves every headache typical EV owners face: charging time, battery degradation, and long-term reliability concerns. For many, that level of innovation is simply too unfamiliar, so they stick with conventional brands, even if it means more compromise. But here's the truth: the L90 represents the future of EV ownership today. It combines luxury, performance, technology, and practicality in a package that's both innovative and sensible. For anyone willing to look beyond badges and marketing hype, this is one of the most intelligent, forward-thinking SUVs on the planet. While everyone else fights over traditional options, the NIO L90 quietly handles all the hard questions: range, reliability, comfort, and convenience with impressive finesse. In short, the ONVO L90 isn't just overlooked, it's misunderstood. It redefines what an EV can be: fast, luxurious, and intelligent, yet surprisingly simple to own. For those willing to embrace a new approach to driving, this is not just an SUV, it's a revolution in how we think about electric vehicles. 2. BYD Song Plus. The BYD Song Plus is quietly terrifying to its competitors, and for good reason. This SUV doesn't need flashy marketing or celebrity endorsements. It just performs reliably and efficiently in a way that makes rivals look dated and overpriced. Available in both full electric and plug-in hybrid variants, the Song Plus offers a range of 500 to 600 kilometers, depending on the model and driving conditions. What makes it stand out isn't just the numbers, it's the predictable, consistent performance. Charging behavior is smooth and reliable, and the vehicle manages energy intelligently, so you can plan trips without worrying about sudden drops in range. Power output is more than enough for daily driving, highway cruising, or even spirited overtakes, yet the SUV remains efficient, blending performance and practicality seamlessly. Step inside and the Song Plus reveals its true premium feel. The cabin is thoughtfully designed with high-quality materials, comfortable seats, and intuitive controls. Suspension is tuned for comfort, smoothing out city streets and highways alike, while the drivetrain feels robust and reliable. Technology is another area where BYD impresses. A modern infotainment system, driver assistance features, and clever convenience touches rival vehicles costing $10,000 more, yet the BYD Song Plus remains approachable and easy to use. Mechanics quietly recommend it because the maintenance is simple, parts are widely available, and reliability is excellent. There's no need to hunt down obscure components or pay premium fees for repairs. The build quality rivals older luxury vehicles with tight panel gaps, solid construction, and attention to detail that's rare at this price point. At its core, the BYD Song Plus is a no-brainer for smart buyers, a spacious, well-built, technologically advanced SUV that delivers long-term reliability, comfort, and performance, all while staying affordable. It's the kind of vehicle that makes other SUVs feel like compromises, yet most people still overlook it, exactly the opportunity savvy buyers should seize. 1. Zeekr 9X. And now, the game changer. The Zeekr 9X isn't just another SUV, it's a statement. Designed to go toe-to-toe with premium EVs like the Tesla Model Y, BMW iX1, and Mercedes EQB, the 9X is proof that Chinese EV manufacturers aren't just playing catch-up, they're leading in innovation, performance, and value. From the first glance, it's clear this is a vehicle built with ambition and precision, yet for some reason, it's still flying under the radar of most EV buyers. Let's start with the numbers, because in this segment, numbers matter. High-end trims deliver over 500 horsepower, pushing the SUV from 0 to 100 kilometers in under 4 seconds for dual-motor variants. The range? Over 600 WLTP, which translates to reliable real-world performance even in cold or hot climates, a detail often overlooked by buyers fixated on flashy badges. Charging is fast, consistent, and stress-free, with DC fast charging allowing 10 to 80% in roughly 25 to 30 minutes, making long trips a reality rather than a logistical headache. But the Zeekr 9X isn't just about raw performance, it's about refined driving experience. Step inside and the cabin immediately impresses. Air suspension with adaptive damping absorbs every bump effortlessly, giving the ride a calm, composed quality that rivals vehicles costing twice as much. Road noise is nearly non-existent, and the interior feels intentionally quiet, providing a serene cocoon for driver and passengers alike. Materials are thoughtfully selected. Soft-touch surfaces, high-grade leather, and metallic accents give a sense of luxury without exaggeration. Every detail, from door closures to panel fit, screams precision. Technology integration is another area where the 9X shines. The screens and software respond instantly, driver assistance feels confident and intuitive, and over-the-air updates continuously improve the system without disrupting the user experience. Owners consistently report that the tech works the way it should from day one, without quirks or unnecessary complications. The infotainment system is easy to navigate, the interface is clean, and features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and 360-degree cameras operate seamlessly. In short, it's premium tech without the headaches. Practicality is not sacrificed for style or performance. The Zeekr 9X offers spacious seating, generous cargo room, and clever storage solutions. Rear passengers enjoy ample legroom and headroom, and the seats are supportive for long drives. Despite the sporty look and performance, this SUV functions exceptionally well for families, commuters, or anyone who demands versatility in addition to excitement. Mechanics and reviewers have praised its build quality and reliability. The electric drivetrain is robust, components are easy to service, and maintenance costs are reasonable. Unlike some premium European EVs, parts are increasingly accessible, and the engineering is designed to minimize long-term headaches. Owners describe it as a vehicle that just works consistently, intelligently, and reliably.
Perhaps the most important aspect of the Zeekr 9X is the value proposition. Here is a vehicle that competes directly with Tesla, BMW, and Mercedes, yet comes in at a price that undercuts many of its traditional rivals. It delivers performance, luxury, technology, and comfort on a level that would cost tens of thousands more from a German or American manufacturer. And yet, because it doesn't carry a familiar Western badge, it's still largely overlooked by mainstream buyers. That's where opportunity meets insight. This is a car for the smart shopper who prioritizes substance over brand perception. The Zeekr 9X isn't flashy for the sake of attention. It doesn't rely on hype, marketing stunts, or celebrity endorsements. Instead, it relies on performance, engineering, and usability. And in every metric that matters, it makes competitors look overpriced, under-equipped, or overhyped. Owners rave not only about speed and range, but also about the driving comfort, tech integration, and long-term ownership experience. In a world where brand recognition often overshadows actual quality, the Zeekr 9X is the ultimate overlooked EV. For those who dig deeper, who value intelligent design, superior engineering, and a vehicle that delivers consistently in real-world conditions, it's not just a contender, it's the smartest EV you can buy today. If you're looking for performance, luxury, and value without paying the prestige tax, the Zeekr 9X is your game changer.